Fair enough. Fair
Lots
enough.
of
So
good
I gotta
content.
ask. I gotta ask you a question. Where's the doll? The doll's not hanging behind you.
Oh yeah. The
Spunky.
picture, isn't that the one Tyler found? Isn't that the guy with the
Yes.
doll? Okay, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. The
Fedora.
my doppelganger or whatever. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So-
Mock Moda says, cool, a Woodscopes parody show. Don't forget Mock Moda. If we were doing
Come
a
on, Frank.
Woodscopes parody show, there would be no show on because he never broadcasts anymore.
If this was a Woodscopes parody show, Frank, we wouldn't have read that comment. So come on.
Totally inappropriate.
Here we are. It is the water hole with Rob Headstrom Bacon and Horse.
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. Ryan, thanks for letting me fill in. And yeah, it's good to be here.
Hey Ryan, you know where you show up in my DMs? Used to be in the top 3 or 4 because we would collaborate. At number 22, let me tell you who was above you. Margot, Bernard, Jana, Jeff in Southfield, Mark in Boston, Wells in the 360. He was gone for 13 days. Salty Sarah T, Brad in Corona, Marie in Denver, Mike in Indy, Amber in Portland, Liz, Government of Jefferson, which is Jane Humble, Curtis Merrill, Wellswood, Golden Egg Warrior, Tiffany Blossom, Woodscopes, we have a channel for that, so Bacon and Wellwood next talk. And 512 Lumber and Petra Bacon is, he was at the top of the list.
Check out Horse name dropping.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's a boob and a nipple. Yeah.
Yeah, and what the guys all want to know that are listening, was she hot? Can you take?
Here's your some asshole with a goatee. Of course, you're gonna see it with the audience. Contents: one fucking shit fuck with a goatee. Seriously, just shave the shit off. It's the water hole, and that's not Rhino.
No, it's not Rhino.
That's Frank and Boise, right? And then, yeah, Frank instead of Rhino. So, yeah, you've been demoted, Ryan. He's like trading us up.
You know what? He was actually on the Outlaws and Potato. He was Rhino, the sports guy segment on my show. Like he did it twice and then fucking blew me off. He goes, you know what? There's better out there. He's doing the same thing to everybody.
He uses us up, gets to where he
Stepping
wants to
stone.
go next, and then he tosses us aside like a used condom. So, the elephant in the room. No, not you. Not you. No.
Spunky.
Ryan is not here, and I announced it about 3 hours ago. Ryan, he's got his life and privacy and everything else, but he is a co-host of The Water Hole with me. So I got last minute notice. I cannot tell you why he's not here. All I can tell you is yesterday was 4th of July. And next time you see Ryan, he may or may not have all his fingers. So that's all I can say. There he is. There's the man. There's the man that invented the 12 by 12 challenge.
Yeah, hold on. I'm
gonna
be the voice of. I'm gonna be the voice of God for this one here.
Oh,
Yes.
good. I'm glad
The
you
voice
did.
of God
I'm excited.
returns.
This. You're gonna catch it on the delay, obviously. This
Yeah.
is a live gooey duck clam. Watch this.
不准笑！哦，吹水了。
So she's gonna dip it in some sauce. It's alive.
辣椒油、
Live. We'll do it
辣椒
live.
面儿，
Whatever.
一样都不能少，不拼，老铁是不会给我双击的。
There it goes. And she's gonna bite into this thing. That's suggestive. Gotta have the sound right.
起来，给咱家铁子敬个礼，告诉咱家铁子，我要直播了。
The following program is intended for mature
还敢说老铁
audiences.，
还敢说老铁。起来，起来，再
Get it erect.
给我要个双击，给我要
The
个双
following
击。
program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
我喜欢
Oh, it's gonna cut it out. The Lorena Bobbitt. Oh,
让你听个朋友，
ouch.
让你听个朋友。
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm out of here. All right, we're on. We're on.
What?
Wait, there's we already got a problem. There I am.
Oh,
I had to turn
Like
off my
4 people.
camera.
Oh!
Yeah, there we go.
I'm the zebra. I'm the zebra.
Zebra.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah, it's like what? What's up? There's only 2 of us so
What?
far. I mean, someone may be coming in. Fucking says,
We
I want to
will
be on the
see.
show, and then he goes, I might not be able to make it. All within 20 minutes. It's like, dude,
Love
make
it.
up your mind.
Love it. Welcome to the water hole. What's Boris? How you doing this week?
Good. I guess I should check my. Every time I check our mics, they're always fine. The one time when I don't do it, I can't hear you. What's going on? All right, I can hear. Dude, I got this new toy.
Yeah.
I have not hooked. It's been hooked up, but I haven't got it. It gives me 15 keys, and if 12 one's out there, stop talking about the technical shit. You know what? Get your own show, and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
12 would.
Yeah. 12.
There's little LED screens in here. I can program these to where they look the way I want, so I know what they are. And I can like push one button, and it'll transition to a screen, have something pop up on the screen, play sound effect, and dim my lights if I want. So
What?
yeah, they're nice. They're nice.
Can you do it now?
No, because I
You got
haven't
anything
programmed it yet.
programmed?
I've been playing around with it. I will
Okay.
say this: I used a program from this to make this new sound effect. There's a voice modulator in there, so.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start introducing new tricks and whatever. I gotta get some new light bulbs that are controlled by that, and then I can change the color of the room whenever I want. I think it even works with these guys. I don't think Echo, turn off his lights off. So I got red.
Echo,
and
turn
whatever.
off his lights on.
Yeah, I can change it with the remote. I'll be able to change it with that, and then yeah. Anyway, I know.
Sweet.
Who the hell cares? If Bacon was here, we could have that sound drop. Echo, turn the office lights on.
So what is that little thingamadonger dinger called? Like, how'd you even find
This is called. I've wanted one for over a year. It's called an Elgato Stream Deck, and they also have one that's twice the size. It's got
Elgato.
30 buttons. They're $149. They've been around for like 6 years. And the price doesn't go down. It just stays at $149. However, on Prime Day, I got this thing for $104.
Deals.
Yeah, steal deal. I should have brought 2, but without testing and playing around with it and seeing if it's something that I can use, because you can add more to it and you can actually buy connectors. And but we will have a special something button next Wednesday. I will have
Nice.
something interesting that I will do and show everybody.
Nice. I love how the company is named The Cat.
El
The cat.
Gato, the
El
cat.
Gato.
Where's my? Let's see if I have the box. Where did I put it? What's in the box?
What's in the
I-
box?
oh,
It's my
wait.
in the box. Wait, what?
There it is. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
you can kinda
Found the
see what
box.
little buttons. You can program them to look.
Elgato.
I can put Tyler's face on a button,
Nice.
and then it kind of just tells you, reminds you what it is. So anyway,
That's awesome.
but it's the learning curve on it, it's almost like learning the broadcasting software. There's lots of bells and whistles, which means I have to really start to learn it. Like everything else, I'll go to YouTube and just watch videos, how to do shit.
Hey, so speaking of going to YouTube and watching videos, I am not the most handy person in the world, but I got a little time on my hands with the hip still recovering. And our ice machine broke. I have never fixed anything in this house. I fixed the ice machine. Jen is over the moon. Like, I feel like a man now.
That's awesome.
Damn right. Damn right.
YouTube is amazing. I used to, when I owned whatever model car, I would buy this thing called Chilton's.
Chittens.
It was it's a car repair thing. It tells you how to like replace a water heater pump or fuel pump or whatever. But learning from a book when you're not very familiar is hard. I pulled out my heater core. And that was a bitch because every time I kept pulling out and taking part things, I thought it would be on the other side and I kept going deeper. I was into the motor from the cab of the car. But by the time I got to this thing, but YouTube, boom, 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 pause, get to that point, start, get pause. And yeah, you can do a lot of stuff. Plumbing. I used YouTube to fix my sprinkler that I had a crushed PVC pipe. And how to patch that together.
So, there you go.
Mockmoda says, hi, guys, looking good. Chilton's.
Thanks, buddy.
Mockmoda says. Chilton's.
So is Chilton's... Ooh, what the hell was that?
Was that loud?
Whoop!
That's an audience.
I'll wake you up.
Wait, is that louder than this?
It's the tone and the pitch of it. It's
okay, so
watch
higher. Out. Here it comes. Watch out.
All right.
What? Well, pull your ear. I don't want.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it. I'm prepared. Yeah. That'll do it to you. So the Chiltons, is that like Cliff Notes for fixing a car?
No, there were
fixing a car part.
There were two main repair books. Chilton's the one I remember. There was another one. So you'd go to the auto parts store and you go, hey, I got a 1984 Mustang. Blah, blah, blah. And then it would be like Chilton's would have like Mustang 82 to 85 or 86, depending on when they made the major model changes and changed everything in them. And then you would buy that and then you could, timing belts, how to do this. If this belt breaks, how to loosen this so you put the new belt on, change your whatever. They were just mechanics books. But they weren't hard for the layperson, but they were also not they were not easy if you didn't know anything. They were kind of hard. How's Wino's hips? I don't know how's your hips, Wino?
Wino's left hip is good. Feeling good. Thanks for asking, Frankie. Right hip surgery next month. Feels like trash right now. But that's all right. And then, Horse, this is a new one for you. Back surgery. Back surgery is on the bingo card for the month after the right hip surgery.
You?
Yes.
Dude, get it all in 1 year for all that deductible. Get all that shit done.
Everything, dude.
So you've got two new hips you will have, and then you will have a back surgery. Are they fusing something? What are they doing?
They're pulling out a disc and they're freeing a nerve, which is causing part of the problems in my right leg. That's not related to my hip. So found that out today. So that'll be interesting, man. You got your thing that's going to be happening. They're
going to make a little teeny incision in my belly button and close it up. And you've had two hip replacements and a back surgery. I'll take mine over yours any day, dude.
I don't know, man. The hip was pretty simple. The belly's sensitive. The belly button. I don't know.
Please.
Yeah. Please. Yeah. We're gonna be a healthy show. This show is gonna be the healthiest show on Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. One more comment before we get into the show. Twitter. If you have noticed, folks, and when you guys watch this on the replay, there is no stream to Twitter right now. I tried to run the commercial this morning. Frank told me, hey, the link isn't working. I ran it like I always do from my Restream thing. Then I came home about 30 minutes before Ryan showed up for us to do our tests or whatever. I ran a stream directly to Twitter to see and it's not working. So I got to figure out what my fear is that's another thing he put behind that stupid paywall he calls Twitter losers. Where's those blue check marks? You're a Twitter loser. What do they call that?
I am a Twitter
Blue?
loser. I think it's literally Twitter loser.
Twitter
Blue check
loser?
mark.
Blue?
Yeah,
whatever.
no, it's Twitter blue. Twitter
if they
blue.
put the ability to stream live behind that, I will refuse to pay, and I will literally not. You know what we'll do? We'll stream it to your Twitter loser page.
Yeah,
Because you're a loser.
Go.
I'll just have to send Restream to your page. So that's what we will do if he put it behind the Twitter loser page. I just like
hey, that
Twitter
works,
loser.
man. We can update the.
Hey, I pay for
opening
Restream.
song.
That costs me $15 a month. You can pay for the Twitter loser thing, the ability for us to put it on the page. So that's what we will do in the next week, and it may show up on your wall. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So that's our business. Do you want to start with anything? I got massive. I'm going to tease our stories real quick. First tease of the story. Rise of penis filler. Desperate men turning to lip injectables to boost their junk size. I use the word junk. Mysterious postcard from 1969 delivered to Maine home. I figured that was interesting. Hell, it might be my birth announcement. I don't know. 1969, I was born. Husband washes the cat's food bowl in the kitchen sink. That's a short story I'm not going to even go into. I'm just going to ask people if they think that's gross. We wash our cat bowls in the sink, so I wanted to know if anyone thought that was gross. Bride gets revenge by reading out cheating fiance's incriminating text at wedding. I didn't read the story, but I'm really interested if she really got everyone to the altar and everyone and started reading those. That would have been... some of these we might not get to. Last week, we did not get to one. I blame James on that. He was high, and he took up like 20 minutes of just rambling about nothing. So I'm going to let James know next time he's on the show. He's always welcome. But he gets an asterisk, because if he starts rambling and it's just incoherent boredom, I'm going to boot his ass. And I don't think he will even mind. I'm just going to say, dude, if you start bringing the show down, no one wants to hear the rambling high guy. Hey, everyone. Ooh, hey, you know what? Today I was cutting the grass, and before I cut the grass, it was long, and then after I mowed it, it was shorter. Isn't that, like, weird? I don't want to hear that on the show.
You're forgetting the pauses for the shot. In between.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
you gotta get that pause in.
I went and watched the replay, and I'm like, yeah, there's too much James. I should have booted his ass out, but I love the guy. I just don't want our viewers to have to endure the guy. Tiffany Blossom, don't forget Mark Mulder. Ryan in Sacramento, are you okay? Tiffany asked.
Yes, I am, Tiff. Thank you for asking. Just been actually taking the last real 3 weeks to a month to just kind of, I don't know, what's the right word? Lick my wounds, I guess? Just kind of rest up,
licking your balls
me.
Like a dog?
No, the hip surgery, I can't stretch that far anymore. But no, just been trying to get my body right and relaxing. But yeah, I am good, Tiff. Thanks for asking.
Perfect.
And
Mark Moto also asked what my medical thing is. It's that stupid hernia that is coming out. My guts are coming out my belly button. So I just got to get the belly button sewed shut. Cool. So that's what it is. One more thing, and I will make sure we get to this before the end of the show. I spent more than 6,000 pounds. Once again, it's from London. These stories come from Britain. On tattoos and body modifications. I'm like, who gives a fuck? I was getting ready to skip it. And then I saw the picture. I even removed my nose tip. What? Yes, I have a picture It's worse than you think.
Huh.
Yes.
Interesting.
He decided to remove his nose tip. It is very weird. It's hot in here.
Wow.
Freaking equipment.
Okay. Well, I do not have stories, but I've got a Rhino's top 10. Okay, and they're all relatively unsavory things, but there's a common theme to them. So throughout tonight, as we're going through stories, I'm gonna have Horse pick a number, and I will read the number.
Let's go with number 6 to start. What is this now? It's a top 10 what?
It's a well, I will give you the theme right now.
Got it.
It is the top 10 worst radio contests in the history of radio. So,
Smack Off.
What's that?
The Smack Off.
No, these are like promotions to win stuff. Got it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Okay. Number 6, win a date with a rapist.
Is that real? Wow.
Yes, win a date with a rapist.
Did the Oh wait. Okay. I thought that was it. Okay, give it to me. Come on.
When people have trouble getting a date, there's one place to turn. Radio contests. One of these people, a man named Travis Harvey, did just that and wound up the subject of a Walgreens radio station win a date with Travis contest. So he was the person that you were winning a date with if you called into the station. He is a rapist. So well done, radio station.
Did they find that after?
They found out after.
They didn't do a check.
No, they did no check whatsoever. But I'm sure in that waiver that you signed, there's got to be some small print about not responsible if date is a rapist or, something like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But think about that, man. Like, what are you doing, radio station?
They're not doing their job is what they're not
doing their job.
Wow.
So we will keep going throughout the night. But
I know one that's on there. I won't give it away to the audience, but I guarantee it involves water in Sacramento.
Yes,
I know that
is on there
because I remember that in the news. Yeah, that was.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just say two radio DJs got fired for that stunt.
They lost the station. The station went down.
The station went. Wow.
Because of the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. So, well, that will be there somewhere. I will pick that lucky number. Rise of penis filler. Desperate men turning to lip injectables to boost size. You know who I know these people are? They're the people with the big, huge, jacked up trucks with the big wheels. Or the cars that go the little Hondas with the
rice rockets.
Those are the people that this is talking about. It's funny because every time I see or hear a loud car, little, one of those things, I go, tiny penis. I point at it because they're trying to get the attention.
Well, almost every time you see one of those cars, the modifications and whatever else is on the car, like custom wheels, are worth more than the car itself. Like 9 times out of 10. Yeah.
I blame the Fast and Furious movies for all of this stuff that goes on. So this is weird. We've got a bridge. It's one of those old style suspension bridges, really high. If you jump from it, you're dead. So it's really high. I see this I'd say about twice a year, maybe 3 times a year. And it's these Fast and Furious movies. There are, in the middle, it's 4 lanes at the top of the span. And you'll see mega donuts and tire debris. I saw it 2 mornings ago where they get a couple cars to block off the traffic or go really slow. And then they get someone to do Bernies on the top of this span. And if you don't know the barriers are not that high. So if you hit them at the wrong thing, you're taking your car and you're going over and you're dead.
Or you're knocking somebody else over.
Yeah.
Because you see sideshows all the time where somebody just gets...
It's so stupid. Bunch of morons. By the way, your radio win a date with a rapist. Tiffany says the Canadian Star linebacker has entered the chat.
Well
if you
played,
gotta
Tiff.
rape a woman to have sex with her, then it's just not worth it. Okay, so entering the dating world can be daunting,
Yes.
but it's necessary if you want to meet your soulmate. But for Paul, it was an unusual cosmetic procedure that gave him the push he needed to get back out there after a breakdown in his marriage. The 39-year-old explained how his wife mocked his penis size before leaving their marital home, causing him to spiral with negative thoughts. I mean, first of all, Paul, maybe you do have a tiny penis. Maybe you do. But when a divorce ends and it ends badly, lots of things get said, not necessarily all of them true. You need to not, anyway, but whatever.
But
Texas man.
horse.
Oh, this guy's from Texas. What?
There you go. Isn't that the one go-to though? That's the first thing that comes out of somebody's mouth. Like when you see a fight between a couple. Oh, well, you have a small,
Yeah.
like that's it. Like it just
And then
gets
the guy
thrown
says,
around.
well, yours is so huge, I wouldn't be able to fill anything with if I was a baseball bat. Yeah.
throw a pee in the
Yeah,
Pacific.
yeah, it's the
I gotcha.
typical mock. You know what? Personal appearance is not marriage fodder. The Texas man. This might be someone we know from the
Howdy.
JTP. Has previously toyed with the That's funny. With the idea of penis enlargement surgery, but decided against it because of its irreversible nature. I have no idea what that surgery involves, and I don't really want to know because I'd get squeamish.
Okay, but let me ask you one question. If it's irreversible, but your dong is gonna be bigger,
Yeah,
why would you want to reverse?
well, I'm wondering if maybe there's like a side effect, like maybe it screws with maybe
More
feeling
sex?
or something. It's
Oh, that would be
huge, but you can't
terrible.
feel it anymore. I don't know, but
Oh,
they didn't say
that's
side effects. They
terrible.
just said
Okay.
anyway. But
All
then
right.
he stumbled upon penis filler, a method of increasing the girth of the penis without surgery, similar to how lip filler works. According to Androfill, I think that's the company, it's a safer alternative to the traditional penoplasty with minimal downtime and risk, and is achieved through the use of hyaluronic acid penis filler injection.
Acid.
Well, I mean, that might be, I don't know that it's acid. I think it's, I think, you know how amino acid, and it's not necessarily an acid. Like, isn't acid in the DNA? Isn't there acid in the word DNA? There's acid in there.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think there is. So it doesn't always mean like burning acid.
All right.
Paul, who does not want to share his surname. Why, Paul? Made a $2,500 down payment for an initial consult. You have to pay $2,500 for a consultation?
Holy crap.
He's getting effed before he gets effed.
Yeah.
For an initial consultation about the procedure with an anti-aging clinic in May last year. However, he admits he should have done more research on the procedure and the clinic before jumping in with the cash. Yeah, I would have done research the second they said for a consult you have to give us $2,500. I would have been like, yeah, Google this company. He told Daily Mail, I shouldn't have paid the money, but it's one of those things. It's just an emotional thing for guys where it's like, if you have that sliver of hope, if it cost me $2,500 to get something that could potentially be good, I was willing to risk the money. Let me put it this way. Let's say someone says, I can give you your full head of natural hair back. We'll have a talk about it. Come into the office with a check for $2,500.
Yeah.
I'd say, wait, $2,500 to talk about what you're going to do?
Yeah.
Wrong answer. I'm not coming down there, idiots.
Yeah.
You talk
Especially
about
when
it first, and then I'll decide if I want to start putting money at it.
Especially when the people that you'd probably be talking to are learning from YouTube.
Tiffany says, come on, you guys. That dong day was before the smack off. Move along. I'm interested in this.
Yeah.
That's a sound drop. I'm interested in this. What? Because you want to have it done? No, I want to know why desperate people are willing to fall for scams. After being promised extra inches, he left the clinic with a big, squishy, lumpy disaster. Oh, no. Oh, I'm empathetic now.
Wait.
A stark warning to others debating the procedure. You want to find out what happened, or you want to comment? Go for it.
Why? This was a consultation. Why is he doing it the same
I'm
day?
guessing that they consulted and he was really excited with what he heard. Paul added, and what not funny. I'm empathetic, but he didn't want the penis enlargement surgery because it was irreversible. Something tells me they're not sucking that shit out once it's in there.
No.
Paul added, big squumpy disaster, a stark warning to others debating the procedure. Paul added, it made me very depressed. I was like, what have I done? I've ruined something that I should not have messed with. Ding! Do I have a ding? Let's see.
Yes. Right answer.
That's my best ding. Panicked, Paul started searching for doctors who could correct his botched penis and ease his negative thoughts about his manhood. He came across Fallowfill, a company specializing in non-surgical penile treatment using FDA-approved the hyaluronic acid dermal filler again. But while the filler is approved for lips, it is not for the wee-wee. And a statement Fowler reads, the average male can achieve an increase of 1 to 1.5 inches or more in flaccid erect penile growth. Hold on. This probably should have been dropped a long time ago.
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
All the parents are like, oh, no, now I got to get my kids away. Sorry,
Right.
late. The total process from arrival to checkout is about an hour. There are many benefits. Did this guy, I just want to know if he fixed his broken wee-wee. Greater self-confidence. Let's see. That's... Wait. The statement continues. Favorable comes out, blah, 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 blah. They didn't say. That's the end.
It's a lumpy story.
They didn't say
No
whether or
ending?
not they fixed his wiener. Just a commercial for this new company. The total process from what? But the filler, panic pulse surge. Anyway, well, I don't know if his business is fixed or not. Anyway, thoughts? I don't know what to say.
Well, first...
Wait, Jim in Indiana would like to know,
yes.
where can I get one of these? Okay, it's called, don't go to the first one. You'll end up with a quote. Hold on. There's so many ads in these stories that it's hard to figure out where I'm at and where I need to be.
Wait, where is the Jim in Indiana cam?
I have to pay him 10 cents every time I use it. So I only use it when it absolutely will help the show.
All right.
I ain't going to Jim in Indiana my junk to talk about this thing. I mean, no. You can be the before and I'll be the after. That's
So,
just wrong.
I guess my thought is, horse, how 1 to 1.5 inches, right, was what you could get from the procedure.
Or you can get a big, squishy, lumpy disaster.
Or a big, squishy, lumpy disaster. How many inches would it have to be for you to entertain that?
First of all, I'm average, so I don't worry about this shit.
Hey,
I don't worry about this shit. I'm just saying, I have no issues there. I'm not saying, you know how guys are like, oh, I'm so over. I'm fine. I'm where I want to be. I'm good, right? So there you go. TMI.
You got 3 women to marry you, so yeah, you're good.
There you go. If I got 3 women to marry, now they divorced me, but you know, they married.
But
me.
that wasn't the reason.
No.
You're good.
I'm a big proponent. Look, if you have religious beliefs, follow those, do whatever you want, of sex before marriage, because you can find out if it's good or bad. And if it's bad and then you get married, you're stuck with bad for a long time. So both sides. Anyway, I got lots of chat I got to get to in a minute, but wait. So Jim in Indiana's response to big, squishy, lumpy disaster, but big. So if you want the big in there, yes, the lumpy, squishy disaster, but it's big. There you go. All right.
Look, the YouTube bot is working. It's Burn Dog.
The YouTube works. Twitter doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
right.
Twitter's our issue. No, YouTube and Twitch are working properly. The one that Elon bought and is breaking daily is not working right now. So.
All right. Got him screwed up. My bad.
But your blue check mark is still blue. So
thank goodness.
Yes. There you go.
All right, horse. Pick a number.
Anyway, that poor guy's got a big, squishy, lumpy disaster. Postcard from 1969 delivered to Maine home. So let's see if it's my birth announcement. Nope, it is not. So someone just got, in 2023, a postcard. Someone in Maine got a postcard from Tallahassee. And it was mailed in March 15th, 1969, and it just showed up now, July 12th. So this month. 54 years to reach its destination. Let's see, what does it say?
Sounds about right.
Let me see if I can read it. I'll even put it on the screen for y'all folks. Let me switch. So here's another thing about this device I just bought.
Yeah.
How many clicks do I have to do this? Okay, so I've got, this doesn't count. I'm moving it up here. All right. So I've got to go to this. I've got to switch to this. That's 1 click, 2 clicks. So 2 clicks instead of 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3. All right. And then I got to resize it. I'm going to have all that stuff done with the press of 1 button. It'll just tighten up the show. Hold on. So I'm trying to enlarge this, unlike the last story, or like the last story. All right, here we go. So, oh shit. I'm trying to show you the picture, guys. Hold up. There it is. This postcard took 54 years to get, and that's what it looks like. And it says, "Dear folks, by the time you get this, I will have long since been home. But it just seems proper to send this from the Eiffel Tower, Tower Eiffel," they said, "where I am now. Don't have chance to see much, but having fun." And that was sent in 15 March 1969, and it just now got to Portland, Maine. Anyway, that story seemed a lot more interesting before.
How do we know it's real? They could have had that all this time and then pulled it out and said, "I just got it today. Look, it just came today."
Could have. Liars. Could have.
Liars.
Is there any proof? That could, you know what? I don't know. They could be lying.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
Okay, so if you have pets, dogs or cats, you put down the food. You got Gordo. I've got Callie. I got Bonnie. 2 cats. Put down their food bowls. They eat their food.
Yep.
Obviously, maybe use it a couple days in a row, but obviously you got to wash it. Yep. Do you wash it in the sink? Apparently this woman says it's revolting to wash pets' food dishes in the kitchen sink where you do your own dishes.
Amen, sister.
So
amen.
Where do you wash your dog's food bowl?
Straight in the dishwasher. That is not touching the sink, and before it goes to the dishwasher, it's getting the hose treatment outside.
Wow. We wash it out in the sink. Any food scraps go down the garbage disposal.
No.
And then it goes in the dishwasher.
Are you using the same sponge on the pet bowl?
I use a plastic brush. It's got plastic bristles.
Good.
Sponges are the most bacteria-filled things. You shouldn't be using a sponge, period.
Thank you. Somebody agrees with me.
They're horrible,
they're
dude.
so disgusting.
Do the research. They've got 10 trillion bacteria on them, and every day you leave it out longer, it's got 10 trillion more. They find
Ugh.
they find lots of stuff that'll make you sick on sponges. Let me catch up on Twitter real quick before we go in. By the way, chat, if you want to, do you watch your pets' food bowls in the sink, or are you like Ryan, where you're like, bleh, bleh?
Well, what do you feed your cats hard food or
Both.
soft food?
Both.
Oh, okay.
I've done a lot of research. So cats can have several problems. First of all, they need animal protein. So there's some people that out there that are vegetarians, which is fine with a human, but cats need animal protein. You cannot use plant protein because cats cannot process it. It's got to be animal protein. Do any research on any veterinarian site. So people that put their cats on plant protein, they end up with their joints and their bones start to get misaligned and they get crippled and they eventually die because their bodies can't process. So they have a slow, agonizing death. And anyone that says, well, I found this plant-based. No, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You're killing and maiming your pet, torturing your pet. And if you have a problem with what I just said, send your letters to Rhino in Sacktown.
The guy that cannot stand cats.
Yes.
I am all for plant protein for cats. But anyways, go ahead.
Hey, Horace, how many anniversaries, if any, have you spent away from your spouses?
Is this an ATP from Burn Dog?
Yeah, I
for
don't
Horse?
know. Well, these are tricky. This could take the rest of the show if I answer this one. I've been married but separated, so obviously there were a few years there with wife number 1, and then wife number 2 we were also separated but not divorced. So I've had separation, yeah. What are you looking over at your, what, is that your wife?
What's today?
Is this your anniversary? July 19th? Are you safe?
Safe. Okay. That's why I was looking.
Were you like, oh shit? Oh
Oh
shit,
shit.
is today
Yeah.
my anniversary?
Burn Dog got my radar right up.
My
Okay.
anniversary, I did it on the third marriage. Did it right. I know my anniversary. If anyone asks me, I know it instantly because it's 11, 12, 13.
Damn, how'd you
Boom.
get that?
Easy. Well, we planned it that way.
You thought about it
Yeah.
before the wedding?
We were
Okay.
going to do 12, 12, 12, but we weren't ready to get married yet. We wanted to have a wedding in the Caribbean, and we couldn't have done 12, 12, 12, so we did the next best thing, 11, 12, 13. So.
I love that. That is awesome.
Easy.
Sick. That's a sign of a good relationship.
Easy, hell
Both
yes.
partners, same page about something like that.
Listen, Burn Dog, if my wife, if we were apart, let's just say, hey, I want to go to Vegas with the guys, and it happens to be the anniversary, and she doesn't care. We don't do anything for our anniversary. Maybe I'll cook a steak dinner. We do not do anything. We give each other a card. That's it. So there'd be no issues.
So may I ask a personal question?
Sure. Shoot.
How many times, if any, has she been married before you?
None.
None. Okay.
Which, if you remember, I won't go. People know this factoid, but I'll rehash it. No one, people forget. When I divorced wife number 2, I said to everybody, "I'm done. I'm not getting married again. I'm done." And then I put, forward-thinking guy here, I put an asterisk on it and said, unless I meet someone that's never been married before, I'm not going to deny her being able to have a wedding and get married if she's never had one, because I screwed up twice. And sure enough, I met someone that had never been married before. So, yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah, so-
Go figure.
and
Well,
no
that's cool that
kids.
she's not
Neither one of us has
uptight
kids.
about it.
Yeah.
I love that.
I
love that.
Dude, I learned my lesson.
Good shit, dude.
Low
Well done.
maintenance is the way to go, fellas. I'm not kidding. Drama is
listen to
exciting,
him.
it's sexy, and it gets old fast. All right, so no washing the pet. Let's see. It's JR's 26th anniversary, and he is spending it apart from DJ. Yeah, see, I have a weird feeling they're low maintenance too. It just doesn't matter to some people. It just doesn't matter. Jim Rome and Dodger Jano, for those that do not know what he's referring to. 12 by 12. Hey, Tyler, are you coming in? Are you coming into the show? I've got a sound drop for you. I spent 10 minutes making it.
Just for you, Ty.
Hey, Horse, what's up with going live at 6:30 and not doing a show? Going live at 6:30 and not doing a show. Going live. We went live at 6. Oh, AM. Okay. AM. Sorry, I missed that. I'm like, that was 11 minutes ago. AM.
Commercial.
So what is up with that is Twitter has fucked up something in their algorithm and my stream no longer works. So I ran a commercial at 6:30 a.m. like I do every Wednesday, and it didn't work. And then I came home and I'm like, what's up? Frank actually pointed it out. I came home and I said, what's up? I tried to stream another test stream, nothing. So I'm trying to figure that out. I do not know what's up with Twitter Live right now, but I can't make it work. And I didn't have enough time to troubleshoot it. So we're only streaming to Twitch and YouTube until I fix that problem or find out what Elon has done again to break his big $44 billion toy. Bride gets revenge by reading out cheating fiance's incriminating text at wedding. This is weird because, like, did she go through a wedding knowing her fiance was cheating? A devastated bride-to-be learned some incredibly shocking news just about to walk down the aisle to marry who she believed to be the love of her life. Before I get into the story, let me just say you lucked out, lady, because you could have found out 2 months down into your marriage, and then you've got paperwork and mess. And her fiance, boy, I got a story I cannot tell on the show, but this has happened in my family. Let's just say that.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
Yes. A
Who got to keep the wedding
bride-to-be
gifts?
learned some incredibly shocking news just as she was about to walk down the aisle to marry who she believed to be the love of her life. Her fiance was cheating on her, and she found out through an anonymous text message the night before she was supposed to say I do. The couple had been together for 6 years. Wow. And she didn't even have an inkling that the man she loved was seeing someone else behind her back. This isn't my family, is it? No, it's in, okay. No, it's not in the U.S. When a message, a message popped up on her phone. She thought it yet another congratulations for their upcoming wedding, but instead, it was a series of screenshots of messages that her fiance had sent to the sender with the message, I wouldn't marry him. Will you? ? The bride-to-be read through all of the messages on the screenshots between her fiance and the mystery woman, including selfies of them together. Ugh. Blah. Checking the dates, she could see it had been going on for months, and some of the messages were from just days before the wedding. Ugh. One message said, this weekend, you and I, it is on, hot stuff. Bring your A game. Another said, your body is fucking incredible. And shit, do you know how to use it? While a third said, I wish my girlfriend had half the skills that you do. Ouch! One message was them planning to get away together and had also told the woman who she explained looked like her exact opposite.
Looked like her exact opposite?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's like the worst dig ever.
Yeah. The bride-to-be explained. I want to get to the point where she was going to go ahead with the wedding and then out him in front of his friends and family instead. She explained, I walked down the aisle with leaden feet. My dream dress, now just a costume. As he saw my face, he knew this was not an ecstatic woman on her big day, but he had no idea what was coming. I arrived at the front of the room, took a big breath, faced our friends, our parents, and told them the truth. The shock was visible on the crowd when she announced, "There will be no wedding today." She added that it seemed her fiancé was not who I thought he was. Then she pulled out her phone and read every word of the messages that had been sent to her the night before, causing him to walk out of the church without saying a word. The bride had continued, "There will be no wedding. There will not be a wedding reception today, but instead there will be a celebration of honesty, finding truth, love, and following your heart even when it hurts." The new single bride said she went on to enjoy a hell of a party. Wow.
Dude, we have got to effort her for the water hole. That is awesome.
That is awesome.
I
They had a big
love
old
that.
F that guy party. This
That is
happened in my
great.
family. I'm not kidding.
I wonder how many people from his family took part in the FU.
Probably
party.
a lot.
There's
hell,
probably a decent amount.
Yeah.
So what
yeah.
happens with the gifts then? What happens with the gifts? Who
I
gets them?
would imagine her seeming like she's a good person and what she did and how she handled it and said, "Hey, we're still having." I would assume she gave them back, and I would also assume that probably a lot of the people just said, "No, sweetie, you keep it, keep it."
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
what? Are you going to take your present back? I wouldn't. I'd be
No.
like,
No.
after what you've been through, enjoy.
Yes.
Yeah.
You deserve that and more.
Want
Holy
to cash
crap.
it in for the money and spend the money on yourself, whatever. But yeah, that's brutal.
Oh my gosh. And I bet when she was reading them, she had to be doing it with inflection. If she went back to like girl guy voice with
Yeah.
them, that would have been
Like I would have
golden.
done.
Yeah,
Hey,
this
baby,
is
you're
this is-
hot.
yeah.
You're so much better than my girlfriend. Oh, thank you very much. I can't wait to suck on your blah, 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 blah. Oh, baby, you do it better than my girlfriend does. Oh, thanks for the compliment. Yeah, right? That would have been me. That would've been
Yes,
me.
that is awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway,
all right, horse,
that's
pick a
brutal.
number.
Pick a number 5. My birthday.
Number 5. Number 5 is scrolling. Win breast implants. Ding, 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 ding.
What?
So,
a radio. These are bad
these are
radio promotions.
contests. So the contest was called the Breast Summer Ever because they are giving away breast implants. Quotations.
The best summer ever.
Yeah. So get this. Contestants had to submit pictures of themselves and reasons for wanting to get the surgery. The reaction to the contestants was mixed. Some listeners were disgusted, though hundreds of people entered the contest. So, in the end, the winner was a transgender woman known as Avery.
So when they submitted pictures, I'm assuming they had like tops on, right?
I would think so, unless they
Or
were
were
at
they
that bar where
nudes?
you get free drinks on your cup size.
I don't know too many.
But I guess
people are going to send nudes. Although these days, a lot of people are willing to get naked on camera.
yeah,
They don't
I would
care.
guess it's probably like a bikini picture, right?
Maybe,
but the fact,
maybe.
how do you put that out? You'd have to put it like on the website or something for people to vote. You
Well, I
know,
was
you can't
wondering,
see a picture over the radio.
Did the DJ people pick, or did
No,
the
it was people that voted.
listeners?
It was a vote. There was over 30,000 votes
Wow.
for Avery. Yeah, Avery said in an interview that the breast implants will help her not have to face so much ongoing pressure on a daily basis. So the contest at least ended up doing someone some good.
There you go. Interesting. You know what's
Breast
weird?
implant.
When you were saying that contest, I could have swore we had one here. I think that contest was actually, maybe that was the original or not, but I think several radios, I think that got popular for a while. I remember hearing about that.
That would never float today.
No,
You would never be able to do that today.
But if I remember right, I remember that happening in like the 90s or 2000s. I could have swore I heard of several companies or radio stations doing that promotion. And then all you do is you get a plastic surgeon to sponsor it. And you don't have to pay anything because they're getting publicity. I've heard that before. I think that got popular. I think that actually got to that happened more. I'm gonna Google it later. I don't have time to do it tonight.
Okay, hold on. Let's do some role play here. I'm gonna be the man. You're gonna be the woman. 'Cause you have a better woman voice. We're sitting down for dinner. You tell me how you want to enter this contest.
Honey, you know how you said that I'm so teeny? Well, and we don't have any money because you spent all the money on porn? Well, I found a way to get breast enlargements, but for free. But I gotta send in photos to the DJ and then they're gonna talk about us on the radio. Do you mind?
Free? I'm tired of using that microscope in the bedroom. Of course I don't mind, but, I don't want no nipple showing in that picture. You understand me there, woman?
Well, I think they blurred out, but I'm not sure. I already sent them in. I'm sorry. I should have asked for you first, but, if I ask and you say no, but this way I can just say, well, if you're mad, then I'm sorry, but it's already done. Sorry. And I won.
Honey,
and
that's gonna be a big blur spot. People are gonna be wanting to have some pepperoni pizza after they see
Why
that
do I have to
picture.
be the woman? You can do a woman's voice.
I don't know if I can. There's never been a Bohammer woman. Oh shit! I just put my last name out there. No, there hasn't.
Last name. If I had the dump button. By the way, I'm
Last
gonna have
name
a dump
alert.
button pushed on this, but I don't have it yet. So now
Go watch
we all
the
know who
replay
you
to get
are.
my
We're gonna
last
stalk
name.
your ass, dude.
Yeah. So, anyways,
We missing you at Stuck Nut Party at Kit's. That's because Tiffany had voice surgery. Oh, that's so kind of you. I wanted to go, but it would have been eminently awkward. Cue the sound drop. Is that Jungle Tourette's? Eminently awkward.
awkward.
Without being able to talk. Yeah, it would. You just do charades. Just like this.
Yeah.
Sounds like drink. Yes, get me a drink.
Is that the Stuck Nut Party from April? I'm guessing when Steve was out there.
Smack Off Party. I think it was Smack Off. Bernie, were you there? It was the Stuck Nut at Kit's. I'm wrong. Burn Dog, is that when you wore the on horse shirt? I got the hiccups.
Yeah, that probably is. Burn Dog, you and I need to talk offline. I got an idea for you. I'm gonna make you famous.
I want to make sure we get to this guy before we leave because this one is. Look, you know what? People can do whatever they want with their face. I don't care. But if you do something really interesting in this case, weird, I'm going to put it on my show, our show.
Cut your nose off?
Yes. Okay, so, I'm going to tease it. This guy has cut the tip of his nose off. I spent more than 6,000 pounds, British money, on tattoos. 6,000 pounds is British money and not... I spent more than 6,000 pounds on tattoos and body modifications. So far, yeah, so has everyone else. I even removed my nose tip. What?
What?
Nose. Nose.
Nose.
I had another, anyway. Oh.
Are you nuts?
Odin, a tattooist from California, has spent more than $6,000 making multiple body modifications and alterations in the name of art and has now removed the tip of his nose and nipple. Well, there's an add-on I didn't see in the original story. I don't want to see his removed nipple, just the removed nose. A tattooist who's... Okay, I read that. Odin began turning his body into a living piece of art when he was only 21, when he stretched his septum to 17 millimeters. What's your septum? That's nose, right?
That's your ear. No, isn't that your ear?
No, no, because deviated septums when the people get the nose.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. That's nose.
Something to do with the inside. I don't know, whatever. His septum to 17 millimeters. I got to scroll past some ads. Since then, he's continued to transform his body by pushing the limit each time. Over the past 11 years, the Californian has had tattoos, implants, and even removed parts of his body. Californian, huh? He might go to Kits. Performing some of the procedures himself. Ow! Oh, he's a tattooist. Yeah, I get it. He has tattooed his eyes and gums personally before turning to a fellow artist to ink his face, head, ribs, chest, back, and arms. And now he's ditched his nipples and part of his nose. I have some ribbed genital implants.
What? Some ribbed genital implants?
Wow. Okay.
What?
Okay.
Some ribbed?
Okay. I don't think he's big, floppy, and whatever that statement was. My nipples are removed, and I've had branding scarification on my chest, wrist, and face, the 32-year-old said. All right. I know you guys want to see his nose. So
yeah, that's why I've been looking over this entire time.
All right. So here's picture number 1 of his nose. What the F?
Are you nuts?
Yeah. That was a dude that has chopped his nose off and put either a tattoo. I can't tell if that's a tattoo or a plastic.
It's like he's got a
filling.
plug there.
I think it's a tattoo. I don't know. Let's look at some more pictures.
Well, he can't just be open. He'd get infected.
See, that tells me this next picture you're going to see, I think that's a tattoo. Well, I don't think they went down to the opening. I think they just took the tip. Just the tip, ma'am. Ow.
Just see how it feels.
Ow. Yes, in May, Burn Dog said about the Kits thing. More famous than Rit versus Hawk. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, Burn Dog.
Yeah. Why I don't have that? Oh, it is open.
It's open.
Look at the next so he's covering it up with a cover. And then when he takes the cover off. Ow! 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 Ow!
But you know what?
I can see inside his nose.
Okay, they actually did a good job though, because it's not as gross as you think. Like you would think it'd be.
Nose.
Yeah, I know you can see inside of his nose, but like, it's not terribly disgusting. I mean, it looks awful, but
there's an obvious question. There's an obvious question. If he has a booger, does he go in this way or does he go in this way? I mean, and when you blow it, does he take the Kleenex on the tip? Or does he take the Kleenex on the bottom? Or does he have to cover the whole thing?
What about the booger sugar? Does he just pour it in?
No, he doesn't do drugs.
How's that work? Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't do drugs flying out my mouth. I'm looking at it, I'm like, what am I talking about? Of course he does drugs.
Well, actually, he can pick his nose with 2 fingers at the same time. That's pretty cool.
3 fingers. He can go 3-finger nose pick.
I know.
That dude looks really happy.
Well, good for him, man. I mean,
look, be happy with you. I'm all about being happy with you. I just don't get it. That one I don't get.
I do get it. It's different. And that's probably what he's going for. Hey, I've never heard of that. You've heard of people piercing everything, face tattoos, even the branding stuff. Have you seen how serious that gets when they brand themselves?
Yes.
It looks disgusting.
It's got to hurt
it's
like a
raised,
bitch.
like ugh.
Because it's hot. They take hot metal, put it in, get it super hot to where it's glowing red, and then
Yeah, they're doing the reverse now with
See that
liquid.
Plug right there? Should
What's
I have
that?
him do that on my belly button so that my intestines can come in and out?
Yeah.
I could be in the next episode of our show on the mirror.
Yeah. There you go.
Look at he's putting a knife through his nose. You'll see in a minute. Ow! 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 Ouch!
That's totally inappropriate.
You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
He's got a
I
knife to
see
his
it.
nose.
Uh,
Don't even react. So he's got some plug. So he's got this like thing that he can plug and unplug.
It's
That
a
is
cap.
just whack.
He's got a cap for the
Yeah.
tip of his nose.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I wonder if his
Oh my
sense of
gosh.
smell is any better or any worse with your nose like that.
I just thinking out loud, you would think it would be better.
Better,
You're
yeah.
getting more airflow past the sensory area.
It would take a
You
lot
can
for
hook
him
a
to get a
vacuum
stuffy
cleaner
nose.
up to your nose and suck the snot out. Like,
Yeah. But think about how clean you have to keep your nose because everybody can see your boogers. Everybody. You
I
got to
don't
keep your
know
nose
that
clean
anyone
as
that does
hell.
that is worried about people seeing their boogers.
I would be worried about that.
It'd be like you'd be on a date and she or he is like, honey, you got a booger, and he just takes the cap and puts it back on. There. Your boogers are showing. Oh, wait, honey, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
That is ouch.
But
Horrific.
how does that go? It's like excuse me, surgeon, I want you to take off the tip of my nose. Like
Well, I don't know that he went to a surgeon.
There's no way that was done like at a piercing shop.
Yeah, I
There's
think it
no-
was. Dude, no surgeon's going to do
Dude.
that.
That's what I'm saying, but that's too good of a job. Like to cut off the tip of your nose.
They're like, hey, buddy, sit down in the chair right there, okay? Here we go, buddy. Okay, here we go. Oh, gushing blood. Here, let's put some toilet paper on that bloody nose. Stuff that in there and come back and see me in a couple of days and we'll make sure it's not infected. Next!
Next. Credit to him, man. Do you? You want a hole in your
Tiffany
nose?
Blossom
A
wants to know
third hole?
why.
Yeah.
Who
Seriously,
wakes up
but hey,
and thinks about this stuff? Like,
credit to
sometimes
him.
I
It's
wake up and I
different.
go, you know what? My beard's a little. I gotta trim that a little bit and whatever. I never go. I need to cut my nose tip off. It's just really bugging the shit out of me.
So what's the appearance wise? What's the like one thing that you possibly thought about doing growing up? Like whether it be piercing your ears, getting a tattoo, doing an eyebrow piercing. You strike me as like maybe piercing your tongue guy.
No,
but,
I don't. Look. I almost got a tattoo when I was in the Army. I was gonna. Boy, I'm so glad I didn't. At 18, when you're in the military, you've got a lot of testosterone. You're working out every day. You're massive amounts of exercise. You know, in basic training, I went in. I was about 100 somewhere around the 110 mark, 107, 110, 111. And in 8 weeks, I was 145 pounds. So all freaking ripped muscle, right? And so we went to our next station where we're learning our trade and everything else. And we're like, hey, let's get tattoos. Let's get tattoos. Yes, I'm getting a tattoo. I was going to get an American flag on my shoulder. And then under it was going to say, these colors don't run. Total. I am so glad I didn't do it. But that's what I was going to do. And then there was a guy, he's like, I'm going to get a rose and this. And we all figured out what we're going to do. We're going to go down. So, Sergeant, someone said something, someone overheard something, and we had our sergeant come in. He goes, let me tell you something. Getting tattoos on your body is technically against I don't think it's the USMJ, but it's the Code of Conduct policy or something.
They own your body.
Because you're disfiguring government property, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let you know, people do it. We're not going to throw you out of the military for doing it. We're not going to demote you or whatever, but it's frowned upon. So we're all like thinking, we're still doing it. Now, this is 1988.
Okay.
The height of AIDS. The height. And he said, listen, there's a lot of parlors that cut corners. They don't clean their needles the way they should. And if you get someone that's got AIDS and they do a tattoo, and then you will be kicked out of the military. We were getting tested twice a year.
You'll be kicked out of the military instead of you'll die.
Well, the thing is, and you'll die, right? But the thing is, we were getting tested for AIDS twice a year. We're drug tested once a month, but tested for AIDS twice a year. And the feeling was at the time, highly infectious, right? If you're on the battlefield and people are bleeding or whatever, they're going to be transmitting. So to remove the possibility that you could give it to someone else on the battlefield, they checked us for it, and if people were found, they got discharged from the military for it. So once I found out that like I could get it from a tattoo needle, it was done. Now a couple of those guys they're like, screw this one. I was like, oh hell no. I was so scared of getting AIDS that I was like, no freaking way. I'm getting a tattoo and then I'm gonna die. You know,
were you using a condom back then?
There was no pills. There's nothing. You got it back then. 3 to 5 year life expectancy, and you're gone. So
let me ask you this: were you using a condom back then?
You know what? Off and on. It depended. It depended on what they.
So the tattoo.
If they were hot and they look good, and I didn't have one, probably not. No, here's the weird thing. The honest answer. I was engaged when I was in the Army, so I didn't. Okay. I didn't because I was being a good dude.
Being
and
faithful.
I had lots of opportunities, but
I would imagine. So did you have like an entire like reasoning behind these colors don't bleed? Because some people like
don't run.
No,
you gotta get it right.
Sorry.
Get it? Like they smear run. It's like a dual meaning.
No, I get that, but I'm saying. But so many people will get a random tattoo, not thinking about it, and then they regret getting it, and they try to justify it with a meaning. Like, oh, well, it actually had this meaning to me, so that's why I got
it was, dude.
All
when we were in the military, it was like, let's go kick some ass. Let's go freaking kick a bunch of Russians, because it was the height of or near the end, but still prevalent Cold War. So we were training for Russia. That Soviet Union was our number one. That's all our training was for the Soviet Union. There was no Middle East. There was no China. It was all Soviet Union. We learned our counterparts and what they used and what we used and this and that. So it was all like, let's go kick some Russian ass. I'm going to get a tattoo. These cars don't run. We're going to kill them. Just a lot of testosterone, dude.
Oh, God. That's
crazy,
man.
Where's Jane Humboldt? Now he served during a different time as me. He was all Middle East They started training for Middle East and Iraq and Afghanistan and all that stuff. We never had any of that stuff. None. Yeah. We got to get out of here. These colors don't run, but somebody needs to get run.
Well, Tiffany, before we get ran, give me a number between 1 and 10.
Wait, I want the manual buzzer real quick. There. Tiffany, a number between 1 and 10 that's not
5 or 6.
5 or 6. I'll give you another one. 2.
2. Number 2.
Oh, Tiffany just gave you 2. Oh, go for it.
There you go. You guys were right on it.
Right on the money.
Of course, right? Hold your wee for a wee.
Is it the Sacramento one?
Yes.
Oh, good.
It is the Sacramento one.
Good.
So I don't even need to read from the story. Basically, the radio station was, and this was right at the height of the Wiis, where they were going for like $1,000 a piece. Anyways,
it was the video game Wii.
Yes, the Wiis, the Nintendo Wii. So they had a contest who could hold their piss the longest, but they were feeding people water every, 30 seconds. And anyways, the lady, what's that?
Feeding them water.
They were feeding them water, like mainlining water to them. They had to get it down.
Drink?
And anyways, the lady ended up dying after the contest. The lady who won. And so ended up in a big lawsuit. Basically, here, I'm going to give you some case law. I'm going to give you another side of Rhino. So basically, the case law says that dying from water is not a foreseeable death or risk of a contest like this. Therefore, the disclosure and or waiver that the contestant signed prior to participating in the contest was not valid. So she or her family sued the station for everything they were worth.
Kidding.
I know. And the station got shut down. So, and Horse, just for you, had you been picked or had you picked number one? It is win a divorce.
Win a divorce. Nice. I think, though, you screwed up. The pee story should have been number one and not number two. Number two should have been the poop story. Number one should have been the pee story.
There
Come
you
on,
go.
man. Think.
Well done. Well done.
My
But no,
Powerball
I didn't
for
make the
tonight is
numbers.
23, so we'll see if I win big. I have my Powerball tickets, but the wife put them on the refrigerator, so I can't tell you what my numbers are. But if I win, I will take care of everybody that was here tonight watching
There
the
you go.
show.
But
And
keyword, take
don't try
care
to say
of.
you watched the show because I'm going to go through my log. Oh, I watched the show. Give me some money. No, you weren't there because I just went through the demographics and I know who's here. So don't try to claim. So if you don't watch the show, F you. But I watched it on the replay. Sorry. Has to be live
It
for
has to be
the
live.
Powerball winning contest.
But again, Horse will take care of you. There's no monetary value attached to that. He
I'll
may
send-
just send you a
the
shirt.
people that
and
weren't here, I'll send them a T-shirt. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
So,
If they've
what's-
watched before, not everyone in the planet.
what's the jackpot up to?
Nah, it's $1 billion.
It's $1 billion.
$1 billion.
We gotta get out.
$1 billion.
We got to get out. I got to go get a ticket.
You've got what, about 30 minutes? Go get your ticket. All right, get out of here.
Perfect. Peace.
Let me,
Thanks for tuning in.
Let me, thanks for tuning in. Next week, we'll see if I'm back on Twitter. We'll see if we're back on Twitter. Obviously, I got to test it. So if we are, then it'll be back there. If not, by the way, there's other channels I can stream to. There's a new Kick channel, whatever. Might expand this into other platforms. Who knows? I don't know who watches Kick, but maybe there's people watching Kick and they want to see our show. So, okay, Tyler said he was going to come in. He didn't come in. He's a liar. If I win the Powerball, he doesn't get a cent.
Nothing.
He lied.
Tyler, nothing. 12 by 12 is not enough of a contribution to say you were here, buddy.
Yeah, Tyler. Now he's supposed to come on the show. I made a graphic for him,
I
and I
know.
made. And he didn't show up. He does have his daughter. I'm sensitive to that. He doesn't always have his daughter over, so he wants to have
Fair
daughter
enough.
daddy time. Okay, but he's still not getting a penny if I win the Powerball.
All right.
I'll give
fair
it to
enough.
his daughter. Here's $1
Fair
million.
enough.
You can't give any of it to your dad, or it's null and void.
How many people do we still have with eyeballs right now?
6.
6? Okay. If all of you can chat in a number, give it to me right now. And those will be the numbers I pick for my Powerball ticket.
Well, you don't want a bunch of low numbers. They gotta be up to like 63, I think. So give him a number for his Powerball ticket. I will give you a number.
Yeah.
41.
41.
Write it down. 41 from me. What do you guys think he should pick for his Powerball ticket? I gave
All
him
right,
41.
41.
Come on. 31, Tiffany says.
All right.
Come on,
41
Bird
and
Dog.
31.
I
Come
don't
on,
know if
Bird
these
Dog.
other 6 are chatting, but they're here. Come on. Gotta find a
We need
keyboard.
numbers.
Those of you watching.
I'm even using an old, if you don't like that, cue card. So come on. Good luck.
We can give you 2 numbers. I'll give you another one. 17.
All right.
Come on, Bird Dog. We
17.
need 2 numbers from you.
I'm going to throw in a 28. Oh.
Bird Dog has
no.
23 as his Powerball. Why don't you pick 23 but not... No, Bird Dog says 6. And then pick 23 but not the Powerball.
Okay.
17 needs to be your Powerball. That's the lucky Powerball. It's going to be 17.
17.
I have a weird
All right.
feeling. Tiffany,
And
one more
then-
number.
No, I'm gonna throw one in. It's gonna be. Do you go with your anniversary or do you go with your son's birthday? I'm gonna go
Listen,
son's
here. You want to know a weird Powerball fact? If you pick your own numbers, you want to
Yeah.
have a couple that are in the 50s and 60s because people pick dates and birthdays and whatever, and the calendar goes up to 31, and then there's ages that 45,
Okay.
50. You want some high numbers, otherwise you're likely to duplicate with other people, and you'll have to split $1 billion with like 2 other people, and that would suck. You only get 350 billion.
So let's
million.
get creative. Let's get creative then. 10, 10, 14. So we'll do 10 plus 10, 20.
Plus 14,
That's
34.
only 34.
That's a good
Is that
number.
that's not
Yeah, but
Okay,
I gave you.
we'll go-
Didn't we give you a big number already?
31's 41's the highest I got.
Hey, here's your winner right here. My birthday next year is going to be 5/5, May 5th, 5/5, and I'm going to be 55. So you got to have 55. Change one of
55.
my numbers I gave you to 55.
All right.
Bernie says 69. I don't
Of
think it goes
course.
that high, does it?
Okay.
55
we
is your
are-
lucky number, dude. 'cause
So
it's
so we're knocking out 41 for 55?
Yes.
All
Knock out 41 for 55. Watch, you get all the numbers, and the other one would have been 41, and you changed it to 55.
Yeah, right. All right, then I'm gonna go son's birthday.
All
All
right.
right, cool.
All right.
let's do this.
All
This
right,
is
everybody.
Gonna be the family ticket.
Next week, we're going to be passing out money. Someone
Yes,
wins.
Be here.
All right. Later, everyone.
All right.
See you next Wednesday.
Later.